I think that people who try and predict what's going on in Washington usually have this caveat, like, I'm not sure, but.
Right.
But behind they really are sure.
Yeah.
This one is totally different. I don't think anybody knows. I think the market is way, way overconfident that it knows what the shape of the Trump and the Republican Congress are going to do. I'm not even sure Donald Trump knows what he's going to do. And so I think that, but it's surely a big sea change. As Joe pointed out earlier, I think a lot of this policy is going to be written by the Republican Congress. I think there are a lot of things that Donald Trump doesn't have strong feelings about, and that's why I think people are optimistic about the tax cut, because they can kind of see what kind of things are likely to come out of the House.
So we're going to see a tax cut, but we also may see a big infrastructure spending plan.
Yeah, ironically, you could see some of Larry Summers' programs adopted by Donald Trump.
I have to say, did you read this column in the FT by Larry Summers, where he's all of a sudden
he's coming on
now
in 20 minutes.
against it?
Well, he said two things, one of which I agree with and one of which I find kind of amusing. The one he agreed with is that the Peter Navarro, Wilbur Ross plan, which may have nothing to do with what Trump does, involves, you can only do infrastructure if it has tolls or user fees. Right. And Larry says that's not what he had in mind. Okay, that's fine. But the one where he says, well, we could borrow too much money. I think, wait a minute, Larry, last week you were telling me we couldn't possibly borrow too much money. I think that.
But your first point, they want private investment.
Well,
they want a return on investment.
We don't know what they want.
That's the assumptions that he makes in this piece. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. And he has evidence, because that's what Peter Navarro, this economist from UC Irvine. But we don't know that, and that may not be what the Congress has in mind.
Who do you have in mind to be the chair of the Fed?
Are you interested?
I'm not interested, but you could be.
Right, no, I'm not interested either. I think it's going to be a real big shakeup at the Fed. Janet Yellen's term as chairman, Stan Fisher's term as vice chairman are up in 2018. Right.
Do you think they go early in the same way that Mary Jo White's going early,
Absolutely
if you will?
No.
The SEC?
I think that they will. They feel very strongly about the independence of the central bank. They have terms. They're going to look at it as their patriotic duty to stay there and prevent. I think Kevin Warsh, the former governor of the Federal Reserve, maybe come back. I think John Taylor, the Stanford economist, has long wanted to be chairman of the Fed. I think Larry Lindsey is a possibility, another Fed chairman, another Fed governor who has written things that are very Trump-like about anti-elites. Yep. So I think all those are possibilities. Yeah.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.